Trump permitted a transfer of another Patriot system to Ukraine, but this will do Ukraine's allies, not the United States. And later, the Pentagon officially confirmed that the US is looking for new Patriot batteries for Ukraine. But then news emerged that one of the expected systems would not arrive until spring 2026. Today we explore what is Patriot and what makes it unique, how many systems does Ukraine actually have and how many more can it get, why are allies slowing down deliveries and can we protect large cities this autumn. My name is Roman Smoliar, subscribe, like and comment to support our channel. So let's get started. The Patriot air defense missile system was developed by the American company Raytheon and has been the Pentagon's main asset in combating air threats since the Cold War. What is the main strength of Patriot? The radar system detects targets tens of kilometers away and instantly issues an interception command. PAC-3 missiles hit the target directly, without shrapnel, without terror. Patriot is capable of shooting down ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, aircraft and drones. Its cover zone is up to 70 kilometers in radius. This allows it to protect one large city from missiles, for example, Kyiv, Kharkiv or Dnipro. One battery complex costs between $1 billion and $1.5 billion and requires dozens of trained technicians and personnel. The latest PAC-3 missiles are capable of hitting even ballistic targets flying in an arc trajectory at speed of up to 5 km per second. The radar detects even hypersonic targets. It was exactly Patriot that shot down the first Kinzhal in 2023 over Kyiv. As of July 2025, Ukraine unofficially has 4-5 Patriot batteries. We received the first one from the US in April 2023. Followed by others from Germany and the Netherlands. In 2024, Washington provided another battery. These systems have already proven their effectiveness. In May 2023, Patriot shot down a Russian Kinzhal missile over Kyiv for the first time. Russia launched 6 Kinzhals. All were intercepted. This is a shock to the Kremlin, as the Kinzhal was considered impossible to intercept. The system also repeatedly destroyed Iskander and S-400 missiles in ballistic mode, but this is critically insufficient.
Ми робимо все, щоб Україна отримала якнайбільше засобів для збиття дронів, для збиття ракет. Наближаємо домовленість. І це буде багаторівнева домовленість щодо нових систем Patriot та ракет до них.
According to experts, Ukraine needs 10 to 20 batteries to provide real protection for key cities and energy infrastructure. In July 2025, there were 2 important developments. First, the Pentagon announced that it was working with partners to transfer new Patriot batteries to Ukraine. This involves NATO countries that have surplus systems or can receive compensation for the transfer. Potential partners include Germany with 11 batteries, Poland, Spain and Romania.
I agreed with Pete Hegseth during my trip to Washington, D.C. last week that Germany will contribute to providing the 5 urgently needed Patriot systems as quickly as possible. How we can achieve that is something we will coordinate closely and in a spirit of mutual trust among partners within the next few days.
But within few days it becomes known that one of the promised batteries, which Kyiv was expecting in the autumn, will not be delivered until spring 2026 at the earliest.
President Trump has been clear the United States remains fully committed to NATO. And together we're achieving peace through strength in Europe by setting the conditions for a negotiated lasting peace in Ukraine, establishing sustainable deterrence, and increasing allied capabilities and interoperability.
Patriot is not just about technology, it is about politics and strategic trust. The US is constantly balancing. They understand that without Patriot, Ukraine is vulnerable, but they also do not want to increase the risk of direct escalation with Russia. In 2024, the US President's administration faced resistance in Congress over the transfer of long-range missiles, and in the summer of 2025, after a series of Russian ballistic missile attacks on Ukrainian cities, the situation changed.
When do you think the first Patriot missiles, some of these weapons that our allies will buy, are already being shipped? From what countries?
Germany and then replaced by Germany, and in all cases, the United States gets paid back in full. So what's happening, as you know, is the European Union, if you look, mostly European Union stuff, but let's put it in the form of NATO. It's very similar. But NATO is going to pay us back for everything. In some cases, we're going to be paid back by countries of the European Union directly.
Patriot is not a magic shield, but it is our chance to reduce the number of casualties from Russian strikes. Yes, the system is expensive and complex, but its effectiveness has already been proven. Ukraine needs these systems not in a year, but now.
My first request related to the urgent procurement of the US weapons for Ukraine. Air defense, especially Patriot and PAC-3 missiles, along with ammunition, are crucially important to us. I request the US to make these weapons available for purchase and our European partners to extend all the needed financing for their procurement.
Armed forces must prepare crews, military political leadership must lobby through diplomacy and seek every opportunity to obtain even one battery. The goal is to obtain another 3-5 Patriot batteries by the end of the year, even if some of them are temporarily removed from combat duty by allies.
Our support for Ukraine is steadfast, totaling in 1 billion euros already, and we will continue allocating at least 0.3% GDP to meet its needs. And we commend your efforts to stop the war in Ukraine, especially President Trump's decision to send United States arms to Ukraine, fully funded by NATO allies. Lithuania is ready to contribute to buying Patriots for Ukraine produced by United States.
What do you think slows down deliveries more, fear of escalation or bureaucracy? Write in the comments, do you think the partners will do everything they can to get these systems delivered faster? And do we have enough time? Subscribe to the channel. More in-depth reviews of key decisions for the front and rear are coming soon. Glory to Ukraine!